So I decided to, in fact, one of the reasons why I started this channel was to talk about things that most people don't usually cover. They don't really tell you as international students. So I want to address the issue of the health insurance, the agency of health insurance in the United States as an international student when you come on F1 visa. So one thing you need to know is that the health insurance that you have to pay is even more urgent than your school fees. Yeah, it's more urgent than your school fees. So when you are coming, you have to, especially when you've not yet been paid your stipend, you'd have to make sure you are having money for health insurance because now the urgency of the whole thing is that once you don't have your health insurance paid, your F1 status will be revoked. You would have to come back to Ghana or wherever you're coming from. That's how serious it is. Right, so I'll even show you one of the emails. Let me look for the email here. You know, it's very, very serious. It's serious, though. They never tell you this. A lot of people tell you about gaining scholarship coming and all that, but if you don't have enough money to pay your health insurance, you'll be in trouble. And a health insurance is probably around, I don't know whether it depends. I think it depends on the state, but mine was about 2,100. And what they do is that they divide it into two. So you pay one in spring semester, you pay the other in fall semester. So I'm paying like 1,003 in spring and about 800 in fall semester. So, and you can't pay 50% of what you have to pay in a semester. You have to pay everything. That means that if you don't have money, you have to immediately borrow money to pay for that. Meanwhile, your school fees can be unpaid, and they can even, you know, project that into fall semester. But your health insurance is so serious that it can be revoked. Your status can be revoked. That's the agency, and people don't tell us this when they are coming to the US. People on F1 visa, everyone coming to the US saying that, oh, Charlie, life is good, learn and all that, but they don't tell us some of these urgent payments. And if you come here, you're not having money, Charlie, you can lose your status. So this was sent early this month. So let me read this. Just turn my camera. It says, in accordance with policy set by State Board of Higher Education at North Dakota, all international students in F or J status must pay their health insurance charge in full no later than Wednesday, February 15th. Do not wait until the last day to pay. Please pay immediately. There are no exceptions to this deadline. This is the North Dakota State University System policy, and students who fail to pay by this day will have their registration cancelled and will lose. Let me zoom in on it. Will lose their immigration status. Nobody tells you this. People coming here, they don't tell you this. You see why I'm starting this channel? So that you see the reality on the ground. I'm covering things people don't talk about. It says the loss of immigration status will require the immediate departure from the US. Do you see that? Due to the cancellation of registration. We understand this email may sound more urgent as the deadline approaches, but we must communicate the seriousness of this. We don't want to see any students face the negative consequences of not making the payment in full by the deadline. Do you see how urgent it is? I wonder why people don't talk about this. So make sure. I think I have to do another video where I talk about the arrival checklist, the things that you need to do, the things you need to get done when you get to the US. So luckily for us, we've been able to pay. But I mean, if you don't, like, you are losing your status and they are sacking you. And when you get home, they are going to ask you why you are back in Ghana. And what will you say? You even though you didn't pay your $20,000 school fees, they sacked you because you couldn't pay your 1,300 health insurance. Charlie, that's the reality. So guys, come prepared. Come prepared. Some schools may cover okay, so this is a disclaimer. Some schools may cover your health insurance based on the fact that they give you stipends that are very high. Okay. But even with that, places that have higher stipends, they have higher cost of living, and that's why it's high. So it balances in the economy. So in North Dakota, like this, is very, very affordable. So you might not have very high stipends because of the price of things here. They are so low, right? So it all depends on that too. Some scholarships might have health insurance coverage. It all depends. But if your health insurance is not covered, Charlie, that's one of the first things you want to get paid. so that you don't get into trouble. So join my Telegram page. I'll be doing mock interviews for those coming in for during the summer break. I'll try and engage with people and then be interviewing them so that they can get prepared for their fall semester visa interviews. All right, so subscribe to the channel and share with your friends so they know the urgency of health insurance. All right, have a good day and bye.